Okay, I made another take about this. I want to talk about interracial crime. Interracial crime between blacks and whites. A black person killing a white. Is that based upon hatred? I believe sometimes it is. I mean, we gotta be realistic here. If it is pretty much an established fact that black on white crime, black on white murder is far more disparate, is far more disproportionate than white on black murder. Yes, we can say that well, blacks we have more integrated society. While blacks have more opportunity to integrate with, select more whites. Yes, we can say that. However, I mean, I'm just looking at some of the information in terms of how these murders are committed. And yes, they come from white power groups, and the first thing that we want to do is say, well, it's white power groups, they want to sit there and oppress black people, they hate black people, they're lying. I don't think the white power groups sit there. White power groups may be wrong, but they don't sit here and want to hate black people. They just do. Okay? They don't like them. Okay? Based upon some facts about black people, and I accept that. But anyways, when the white power groups say that, interracial crime is disparate, and antis have not given me any refutation of this. Okay, so I'm going to assume black on white crime is far more disparate than white on black crime. And that's important because white on black crime is considered a hate crime. It seems like white on black crime is considered a hate crime automatically. Hate crimes were not instituted in general for black on white crime. It was instituted for white on black crime. Murders by neo-Nazis or skinheads or whites based upon, racial politics. That's the intent of the hate crime legislation, or the attempt for the hate crime legislation. So, that legislation did not acknowledge that at all. So, I can see the media favoring, if it's a white on black crime and it was brutal enough, people assuming that it is a hate crime. Well, I'm telling you, some of these black on white crimes are brutal. Okay, I mean, there's this, absolutely psychotic. And if you can show that this black perpetrator would treat his own kind better in terms of victimization, then you have a hate crime. You have something that is racially motivated. Think about it. Do we think that black people? Do you think Do you think all black criminals are going to treat white victims and black victims equally? And someone that lives in Harlem, he's going to see a white person as, they're all the same? No. He's going to see him as the white boy. So what? I beat his ass. Black person, okay, he's in my neighborhood. I have some more in common with him. I'll treat him better. Sure. And if the media does not really acknowledge, or does not have a perception, or does not pay attention to the possibility that blacks can, or blacks are capable of hate crimes towards whites, then, why would they not execute those things? And obviously these black criminals are not going to tell you, yeah, I went to their neighborhoods and I beat the living crap out of him, cut his penis off because he was white, and I don't want to do that to my own kind. He's not going to tell you that, I feel better doing this to a white person because doing this to my own kind, and I'm destroying my own race, and I'm being so in some way anti-black. So if I get the opportunity and there's a white person, I'm going to really take him to town. Of course they're not going to tell you that, I'm sure, but I can tell you this. That is true. Does that mean that all blacks are out to get whites? No. But there's a portion of the black community, the black criminals, let's put that black community, there's a portion of black criminals, okay, Okay, these people are criminals. They're not black, just blacks. They're criminals. Not all the black community. A portion of black criminals. 2, have a strong contempt for successful people, and they would have a stronger contempt if those people are not related to them. That means that means Asians, that means Jews. You know, they're not their race. Asians, Jews, it can be Hispanics, it can be anybody that's upper middle class, successful, that is not black. They would feel better beating the shit out of him, just totally just destroying them, taking their fucking money, rather than their homeboy, their own people, you know, someone from their own race who is already poor. Okay. Well, we can say, well, it's just it's economics. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, because I'm gonna say this too. Think about it. If there's a rich black person, if a black criminal, many black criminals, not all, but many black criminals, if they have a choice to rob a rich black person and a rich white person, they're gonna rob a rich white person. Don't think that they're going, oh, well, you know, they're just the same. No. Rich black person is a black person. A black person who they'll probably think, well, hey, he's struggled with us. Maybe he got out the ghetto, you know. He's made it. This rich white person or Asian person, doesn't matter, a Jewish person, they're not black. Okay? If whites could hire people who look like them, black people, and white people, of course, but black people can cause more severe damages in terms of crime. Black criminals, again, black criminals, not black people. I gotta retract myself. Black criminals can have the capacity to favor murdering people or mutilating people or doing vicious crimes to people who do not look like them. I don't want to hear, you know, black people don't have that capacity. That's garbage. Okay, it's garbage. And in those instances, in those interracial crimes, the black person is not the victim. He's the perpetrator. He or she's the perpetrator. That's not being anti-black. That's just stating the facts. Have a nice day.